Years ago, when I was a child, age 10 or 12, not really sure, my dad and I were inside the van driving toward home from the wholesale store. Along the way, I heard the sound of a crying kitten somewhere in the back of our car. I looked behind. I couldn't see very well because it was really dark. There was absolutely no light. But I was very persistent, so I continued searching until I found the kitten. My dad, thinking that I brought the feline inside the vehicle, scolded and criticizing me. I did explain to him that it wasn't me pointing out someone else did. My dad didn't believe every word I said. Earlier, before we left the wholesale store, I met a stranger, identified as a man, believed to be the culprit who put the feline inside our car while loading our supply. It was he who offered me the same kitten to give away. On one hand, I was simply delighted, wanting so much to adopt a cat. I'm an ailurophile. I love cats. I really do. But my dad, on the other hand, he doesn't like pets, specifically dogs and cats. Even though we have dogs at home, we leave them outside and let them roam free as they please. Anyway, back on the highway, we stopped at a parking space in front of a warehouse door, and there, that's when he told me to dump the kitten outside on the sidewalk. At that point, it was nighttime and rainy, and seeing it, I couldn't bring myself to do it. I was very reluctant, but that only infuriated my dad, threatened to kick me out and leave me behind, together with the kitten held in my arms, if I don't do what he tells me to do. Small and weak, I finally gave in. What I did next, I threw open the car door. Looking out, it was still raining. Then I climbed down and placed the kitten onto the ground. Here I felt so distraught and dejected, for the thought of abandoning a homeless kitten, alone, outdoors, without food and water, under a rainstorm at night. It gives me heartache and sadness. After that, I rushed back inside and closed the car door. Immediately, we drove off, deserting the helpless kitten in the rain. As we drove onward, I kept thinking about the poor kitten. Even now, fearing it will grow weak and malnourished if no one is there to rescue the kitten, or it can't survive on its own. Most definitely, it would have died. I pleaded God, a kind hearted soul, found and took the kitten home, giving much love, care, and a comfortable bed to sleep on. I also asked to put compassionate love into my dad's heart. I too would have adopted a kitten, but in this imperfect world, probability decides. Now that I'm an adult, I still remember my childhood experience. Sometimes I would visit the place where I last saw the kitten, and to relive or revive that memory. It bothers me so much. When I think about it, I wish it didn't happen, but it's already applied. That's the story of my childhood, a true story of my early life.